guys, I'm Angie.
And I'm Lou.
We're Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat.
And today we're going to continue the demolition of the RV.
Up a little bit, or finishing it up, I should say.
Yeah.
So what are our plans exactly?
So we're gonna sand these rough edges down, and we're gonna fill in the gap in here with wood, and then we're going to try to put trim on it.
All right. Well, follow along. So we're going to try to salvage this armrest, or as much of it as possible. I mean, we're planning on reupholstering everything anyways, but we might as well use the same armrest, even though we may have to cut it, because now it's no longer as long as it was before. So that's longer than what it needs to be. But we'll see what we can use. Try to repurpose as much as possible.
Backing
I see.
that we need to put on everything.
Okay.
Whenever we upholster anything, with this, you need the foam, and then you put this over it.
Okay.
So that way, if you just put the foam and you try to fold, it's gonna be lumpy.
Got it. That was very smart of you. I didn't catch the beginning of it, but I know the video, dude. That was very smart.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You can sand while I'm doing this if you want.
Okay. Time to start sanding. Don't want to breathe in all of that sawdust. So, here we go. Great fitting.
Right.
So instead of working harder, we decided to work a little bit smarter.
No,
and this...
we did not. Angie decided. I like to work slow and steady. No. And she throws hints here and there, like, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. Sometimes the hints are really outrageous. Right?
Anyways.
And sometimes they're right on point.
Right, so this part was thicker than this part up here. So instead of sitting here sanding by hand, I started hinting, let's do it with the sandpaper for the power tool. But it still wasn't making too much of an impact. So I was like, well, maybe with a blade we can go ahead and cut it off a bit. So hence she pulled out the power tool and cut it off, and now it's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
So definitely work smarter, not harder.
It looks pretty. Oh, are you calling me?
No, not at all.
I think she just called me.
You just like taking your time. I don't want to be here all night, so.
I'm very precise. Anal. I'm very anal.
Yes, you are. Alright, so we've got this up here sanded. She's got this here sanded. We've got this one sanded.
Yeah.
So we still... Well, she told me not to bother with the armrest.
Yeah, this is not that relevant because there's a wood piece we're putting in here.
Right, so we're not putting this cap on it, basically.
To make it stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And so that wood piece is what's going to even this out. And then once we put the armrest on it, then that's it. Doesn't really need anything.
So we just got to sand here, but this side is a little bit more cut out than this one, so maybe we can use the power tool to cut a little bit.
Yeah. That's what we'll do.
Okay. So that tall wood that you see up there, that's what we're going to insert here on the side as well as on the top to keep it flush. So Lou's currently measuring it to decide where it is that we're going to cut it. She was trying to decide whether she wants the one on the top to be on top of this one in the front or the one in the front to be over the one in the back. So decisions.
Yeah, I think we're going with the one on the top overlapping this one, mainly because you put your weight on it that way, so it pushes down. So I think pushing down might be a good thing.
Cool.
It's very scientific stuff. Need it.
Alright, so that piece is already cut. Time to insert it in there. I believe Lou is going to staple them in place. And then she can screw the armrest over it.
Right. So I'm not going to staple the armrest. I'm going to screw it so if we have to remove it, which we probably will remove
we will,
to upholster it.
Exactly. To put the cushion,
And then
the fabric.
Oh, my little stick filling.
Alrighty. Oh, once you staple it in there, it'll stay in place.
Got it.
Mosquitoes are eating your life.
We need to close that door.
Right. So, like the last time, we had a little... We were doing the walls. I had to run out to the store. So we're going to do the same now. So going to head over to Home Depot, except this time Lou's coming with me, so I don't have to go alone.
We might have to make a pit stop for food.
Oh yes, I'm hungry.
Because we haven't had lunch yet.
I want an open face burger.
5:48. We haven't had lunch yet. And we started around 1.
Yeah.
1:30.
It's, what time is it?
5:48.
It's 5:45, but we had 2 interruptions. We had our neighbor come in and actually check out the trailer, and we talked for a while, and then
we had like a strange
another neighbor that we don't know.
Never seen before.
So we're gonna head over to Home Depot, get something to eat. It's getting dark out. If
No,
you
we're
can't
gonna
tell.
go get something to eat and then go to Home Depot.
Got it. Okay, reversed. And then come back and finish. I mean, luckily we have it connected to the electricity at home, so we can continue working in here. I did pipe up the AC, so when we come back it's nice and cold, because I'm already starting to sweat.
Yeah, I haven't sweat yet. I'm sweating from me. But yeah,
Close the button. I'm gonna close the button.
we're gonna close up everything and then come back and finish it off. Hopefully, I think we can work till 8:30 safely without disturbing anybody.
Yeah, I mean the only noise is the staple boom, the boom. So, yeah, we're good. All right, see you guys in a little bit. We ended up going with a poke salad. So it's tuna and crab salad, avocado cauliflower rice, some cucumbers, some ginger. Bon appetit. Oh, with some edamame. And look at the same. So the wood that's going to go in here, we are first going to put some nail glue.
Liquid nails.
Nail glue. Okay, same name I thought. Liquid nails. And then go ahead and put the finishing nails on it. Boy, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
So we didn't find the staples that we were looking for. So Lou decided to go with finished nails. Is that what they're called?
Yep.
Finished nails. So she's basically placing them in the same hole and pushing it in.
And hammering it in.
And it's going to give it a nice little finished look. Alright, so the finishing wood for the armrest in the front is on. We're going to go ahead and finish putting the finishing nails on the front. We already did it here on the side. And
we're going to put a screw through here.
We're going to put a screw through where?
Through right here.
Oh, okay. The corner?
To hold these two together.
Okay.
Nice and firmly.
Awesome. So as it turns out, tomorrow I'm probably going to run to Home Depot to return the little corner pieces that we got because we got them too small. So we'll be able to have the flat finishing ones, but not the corner ones, the elbow, I think they're called. So gotta return those tomorrow, get the proper size so we can finish this off tomorrow. But we've got a lot done today. So it is day 2, and I ran to Home Depot. I went ahead and exchanged the little corner things, so now they're the right size. We are working on cutting just a little bit more, just so that it's flush against the wood that we put here on the armrest, so that it's better and more stable when we put the little finishing thing on, the plastic thing. So go on, you can continue. She's like, stop recording! You need me to be writing down these measurements?
No, I'm trying to figure something out right now.
Okay.
21 and a half. How much is that? 9 and a half and 21 and a half.
31. 9 and a half and 21 and a half is 31.
31. What?
So, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got going on there? And explain what we've come up with, what you've come up with.
This is for wiring, like track to hide wires on your house. So you would comes with adhesive on the back, and it's 2 pieces, and then you would glue it to the back wall, and then you would run your wires, and then it snaps the other part in there, and your wires are hidden. So I was looking for something that would fit in here, and we went to Home Depot, and we couldn't find anything. And then I decided, well, let's try to figure out another way of doing it.
Yeah, because Scott said to buy these RV end caps, which is what it was there before, but that's not at Home Depot, and if we get it online, it's going to cost us an arm and a leg.
Expensive. It was like, for 6 feet, it was like $28.
Yeah, so Luke was thinking outside the box, and we took measurements. We actually took the end cap with us.
We didn't take the end cap with us.
That brown thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right, right. The plastic end cap, yeah. The plastic molding.
And it was the exact same fitting.
Right, it was the same. We got lucky that it was, I mean, they have different widths.
Yeah, they did. They had thicker ones and thinner ones.
Yeah, but this one seemed to turn out perfect. It's white. I mean, we're going to paint white, right?
Yeah, the walls are going to be white.
Yeah, it fits perfectly. It's plastic, so we can, and then they come with molding corners. So it'll get pretty here on the corner.
Right, on each corner.
As we start gluing them, we bought liquid nails.
We bought liquid nails, yeah.
So we can glue it on, and that's it. I mean, it was just a matter of just finding something else that would work.
Nothing comes out. You squeeze it just a little bit harder and everything comes out, and it's like a total mess. It's super sensitive and it keeps coming out all by itself. Here it goes again. Like this.
Oh, it's gonna be your
Probably
fault.
down, right? Down. So what Lou had me just cut was basically a little notch for the armrest since the cushion sticks out there. So my first cut, my first time using the power tool.
You did excellent.
Ah,
Like a pro. Better than me.
not as good as you.
Better than me.
Brought out some other power tools so that we can screw the armrest. Awesome.
Firm?
Yeah, it feels super firm. It feels steady. It doesn't wobble. And it's the perfect size. Yeah. Alright, so we're missing the end piece for here, the elbow. They only had one outside elbow and I needed two, so we have to go to a different Home Depot to get that. So that is it. We are done for today. More cutting done, sanding done, put the finishing on this. Got the armrests in place. So this weekend's project is done. So it didn't turn out to be what you expected.
Right. So I thought this second part of the project was going to be really fast. Like, you know, cut plastic pieces, use liquid nails, put them in, we're done. It didn't turn out that way.
No.
Our problem was that the ones that we bought were not wide enough.
Not necessarily, even going back a little bit more, we had to trim more.
Right,
So we
no,
thought it was
but
just going to be
originally
easy
the
sand.
original problem,
Uh-huh.
sand.
Yeah, the edges.
Oh yeah.
And then we ended up having to cut, so then that also delayed the process.
Right, so
Yeah.
I just decided to cut a little closer to the studs that were in instead of leaving too much of a gap. So that was the first thing that changed from the original plans.
Right.
And you have to be open to change. And then the second thing that happened was that the elbows, the molding elbows that we bought were too small
Yeah.
for the track that we got. So when you put those two together, it ended up with us going to Home Depot, to Lowe's, to Harbor Freight,
Oh my God.
and to Stop and Eat.
Yeah. Well, because we were also looking for other staples because we wanted to put the paneling back on, and they didn't have staples that were pointy, and the ones that are flat, we already have those, and they weren't going through. So
Right, so these are really technical terms that you have to keep up with. So the staples that we had were flat at the end, so they weren't going in as far, and the ones that we wanted were actually, you know, more pointing like a nail.
right.
And we couldn't find anything like that, and honestly, they weren't being very helpful.
No.
Then we went to eat. So when you put all those things together, we lost a lot of time. And I don't like making noise after 8:30.
Right, not to disturb the neighbors. So on top of looking for the staples that killed time, and then cutting the wall, which killed time, and then the ends not being the right size, so that we waited for today.
Right, the molding
go ahead and-
corners, these little corners
Yeah.
here, and the inside corners,
Yeah.
we didn't get the right size, right width.
Yeah.
And so Angie today, which is Sunday, happy anniversary.
But yeah, today is our 17th year anniversary.
Yes, it is.
And we're here working
And
in the
this is what
tree.
we're This is how we're celebrating today.
Well, at least the Dolphins won for your birthday.
They did.
For your birthday, for our anniversary.
They did. Oh, it was very close, overtime and everything. Last home game, and we won. Thank God. So yeah, so that's what delayed us, and then today, I had to watch the game. And then the game went into overtime, and I had to watch that.
Yeah.
And this part went pretty fast.
Yeah, today went pretty fast because we already had an idea of what it is that we were doing. So that's it for today. It turned out to be a bigger project than we expected, but not that difficult. Alright guys, well if you like this video, this 2-part video, please give us a big thumbs up.
If you haven't subscribed, please do so now. And hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time a video is uploaded.
And that's it. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you soon.
Bye guys.